I'm Bruce with Filmop. I'm going to go over flat mop systems and their tools and their workstations real quick. So if you have questions, just ask me as I go along. How many people are currently using some type of flat mop? As everybody else, how many people are using normal string mops? All right. So for flat mop systems, the advantage of flat mop systems is these from Filmop. They're 100% microfiber. Filmop is a manufacturer. They're one of the few, frankly, in the industry in this category. What that means is if you cut one of these apart, they're 100% microfiber. You can launder up these up to 600 times depending on the mop that you purchase. And the advantage of microfiber is when we're cleaning with it, it'll completely release the dirt that we're trying to pick up. So you can use these in a couple different ways. The first way is with a double bucket system. So the double bucket system is just like it sounds. It's got a wall in the middle of it. For the Filmop buckets, they also have valves on the clean side and the dirty side. So you can drain this without picking it up over a floor drain. You can also drain this. The back of it is toilet height. So if we don't have a floor drain, you can back this up to the toilet and pour it right in as well. The goal of the double bucket system is to keep the clean water dirty and the dirty water dirty. The clean water clean, there we go, and the dirty water dirty. They also have a unique roller system. With the roller system, these are made to last. If anything over the years breaks, you can replace the individual pieces part. So this will be like one of the last ringers you'll ever buy. To use the double bucket system, you have your chemical and clean water up front. You have your dirty water in the back. After we get done mopping, we just picked up the Campbell's chicken noodle soup. You're dunking it into the dirty water. You're getting everything that you just picked up off. You're going to bring it back up, roll out the microfiber mop, come back into the clean water, put your chemical in the mop, come back, roll it out. And what you'll find is as you're mopping, the dirty water will get really, really dirty and the clean water will stay clean. So you're able to go much farther without having to dump and refill. So that's option number one for microfiber. Option number two is the charging bucket. The charging bucket, you take, in this size charging bucket, that comes in different sizes depending on how many mops you're using. This size bucket, you would put 12 flat mops in it, face down. You put 3/4 of a gallon of properly diluted chemical. You put another 13 flat mops on top of it, and another 3/4 gallon of properly diluted chemical. You seal it, and you flip it over. And in about 10 minutes, all of those flat mops are properly charged for the day. So you're done with all of your chemical for the area that you're cleaning. So that's option number two. I'll talk about option number three in a second. This is the Filmop workstation. For Filmop, this is a giant set of Legos. So you can absolutely customize this any way you want. It is 100% lockable. So one key does it all, but the keys are removable. One of the things that Filmop manufactures is they're a plastics manufacturer, but they do it a little differently. They take plastic and they combine it with rubber. So it's very flexible, but it's also very durable. Not that you can't break it, but it takes a little bit of effort. These are completely customizable. So you can, whatever shelves you want are inside, underneath here could be for trash, or for wet mops. And this is the other option for a charging system. They come in all shapes and sizes for whatever area you're trying to clean. The last option for charging is what they call the Equidose. It can come in a single tank or a dual tank. Oh, thank you. Comes in a single tank or a dual tank, so you properly diluted chemical inside. Right? We're using dry mops only. Right? So you pull this lever, you push that button down, the proper amount of chemical comes out. You take a dry mop, you put it in about 2 minutes, it's properly charged. When it's properly charged, you'll see that the middle of it's wet, but the outside is dry. The point of that is we can dust mop the corners and edges and wet mop the middle. So we can do both processes at once. Right? So they come in two different ways. The advantage of the dry mops of this system is you only have to launder what you use. So if you charge 25 mops, at the end of the day, you're going to have to launder them whether you used them or not. With this system, you only have to launder what you've used, and you only use the exact chemical that you need. Right? So it will save you a lot in the long run. Right? Questions so far? All right, let's talk about some tools. Okay. Anybody use the Brilliant system? All right. Great for glass cleaning, also great for any type of surface, cleaning tables or anything else. It can come with in a trowel like this, right? With all of the Filmop Velcro systems, over time the Velcro will get all clogged up, right? Because they always do. You don't have to buy a new trowel. These come off. You just replace a couple dollar part. Right? The pads are unique. You can launder them up to 100 times. Right? If you're doing glass, you want to spritz the glass cleaner onto, not overly wet, just kind of spritz it onto the pad, right? And kind of in a figure eight, do the glass. If you haven't used it, it does a great job. Can also come with a pole and a kit. So if I wanted to do that glass up high, I don't have to get on something. I just use an extension pole and be able to do the same exact thing. Right? So you can get pretty much up as high as you so desire with that as well. For their lobby dustpans and brooms, a little bit unique. We don't use brooms, so we use squeegees. You got a squeegee on the handle. You also have a squeegee on the end. Right? The advantage of this is I can pick up liquids or solids. Right? We sell a lot of these to colleges for Friday and Saturday night cleanup. So liquids or solids. Right? When I get done, I can dispose of it and I can disinfect this. I can wipe this off with a disinfectant as well. Right? So really, I can pick up anything I want with this type of system. Right? Over time, like with all of our stuff, if the squeegee runs out, you don't have to buy the whole thing. You just buy the little part. Right? But a great way for liquids and solids. Last but not least, right? These are our dry up pads. Right? So if I have a spill and I don't have time or don't want to go run out and get the bucket and wringer, I take one of these pads, I throw it down on the liquid spill. It's good for liquids. It's good for water or oil-based. It soaks up to 3 quarts of liquid. Right? It doesn't come out. Kind of turns it into a gel. It also has an impermeable back. So if I'm picking up something I don't want to touch, I can grab onto it and it's not all over my hand. Right? And it's disposable, correct. Once it gets over 3 quarts of liquid, it'll drip. Right? But up to 3 quarts of liquid. Right? And it turns it into a gel almost instantaneously. Right? What kind of questions do you have on bucket systems, workstations, tools?
Pads sold by case, how many pads sold?
These come 10 to a pack. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then it's in there. I spilled a little bit, but so it's instant. All right. Filmop also has, so you know, a free evaluation program, which is pretty unique. If you want to evaluate flat mops, double buckets, workstations, tools, anything they make, all you have to do is contact your Sanico rep. Filmop will ship in anything you want, free of charge. You can evaluate it 45 to 60 days. Right? All we ask is for feedback, especially for the workstations. It's a giant Lego kit, so we can pretty much change anything you want. Right? If at the end of the trial it doesn't work for you, all you have to do is give it all back. It doesn't cost you anything. Right? So if you want to test a new system, whether charging buckets, a double bucket system, charging bucket, Equidos, workstation, tools, you can do that free of charge.